what I have with me today is the NE4 Evolution. Now, NF Audio is a professional audio brand from China. Now, this is one of their top-of-the-line in-ear monitors, very premium with everything, including the price. So, these retail for $749 and for my Indian viewers out there, around 63,000 rupees or so. So, very expensive, but it's something that's made with zero compromise and it's got some very unique features that actually works, which isn't a gimmick. And I'll talk more about that in detail right after the unboxing. Okay, so the NF Audio NE4 Revolution comes in a rather large packaging, and although I'm all for your eco-friendly packaging, every now and then I do love myself a very premium and exaggerated unboxing, and this is exactly that. Now, sliding off the outer cover, you get this matte stealthy box inside. Inside it, everything is neatly arranged. So starting off, we have the user guide. We get 3 replaceable frequency dividing faceplates that I'll talk more about in a bit, which is its unique feature. You get the oxygen-free copper cable that has 2-pin connectors on one end and a 3.5mm audio jack on the other. You get a 6.3 to 3.5mm audio jack adapter. You get a leather hard case storage box to carry these in-ear monitors in. You get a single hexagon bar and a few pairs of extra screws for the faceplates that you can replace. You get 3 pairs of balanced ear tips and 4 pairs of atmosphere ear tips. And of course, you get the NE4 Evolution in-ear monitors themselves. Okay, now let's talk about the specs of the NE4 Evolution. Now, this packs 4 balanced armatures in each of the in-ear monitors. Now, these are very high quality balanced armatures that take care of your sub-lows, your mids, your highs and ultra high frequencies. So it covers the entire sound spectrum. Now, because it comes with 3 interchangeable frequency dividing faceplates that have different sound signatures, each of these have different impedances. So the red or pop faceplate has an impedance of 6 ohms, the reference or the black faceplate has an impedance of 10 ohms, and the transparent or blue faceplate has an impedance of 22 ohms. So yes, these are going to be categorized as low impedance in your monitors and any phone should easily be able to drive them. But because nowadays, at least in 2024, high chances you're not going to have a phone which is going to have a 3.5mm audio port. So you're anyway going to be investing in an adapter. So I would suggest that instead of that, you get a portable DAC, nothing too fancy or expensive, just something that can power these and make sure that these leave nothing in the tank and you get the best audio quality possible. Especially when you're paying this much, you should definitely invest in a DAC. And as always, I'll link the one that I personally use in the description below. Now, as you've seen in the unboxing, that it gives you a hexagonal bar, and with that, you can simply unscrew the screw on the in-ear monitor themselves, and that is going to pop open the faceplate. You can simply take it out and replace it with the faceplate that you want to use and screw it back in. It's as simple as that. It's very easy, takes a few seconds, and you're done. Now, when it comes to interchangeable faceplates, when I heard about this, I was a bit apprehensive. And I was thinking it's again going to be some gimmick and it's not going to make much of a difference. But this is by far the first time that I've used a pair of in-ear monitors that have these interchangeable faceplates with different sound signatures that are legitimately a day and night difference when it comes to the type of sound signature that they are trying to give you. Now, something that deserves extra attention is the build quality of the NE4 Evolution. So NF Audio has made zero compromises when it comes to the build quality. They mean business. It oozes premiumness. It feels like a tank in your hand. It's got adequate heft to it because it's made of aluminum alloy and stainless steel. Even the faceplates themselves ooze quality. So zero compromises anywhere, no jagged edges. It just feels so robust, so hefty, and it's something that this gives you the assurance that it's going to last for years and years to come. Now, even though they are chunky, when you place them in your ear, they are super comfortable, very ergonomic, and even with their heft, they don't wear out your ears. There's no ear fatigue, and even for long listening sessions, they are very, very comfortable. Now, right out of the box, the in-ear monitors come attached with the reference faceplate, which is the black one. Now, this has, as the name goes, it's going to give you a very neutral response without giving any extra emphasis on any frequency. And it's very good for your reference. So when you are trying to mix music, or if you are a professional sound engineer, you could use these to really fine tune, understand which frequency you need to alter. And it's even going to work great if you're on stage, if you're a performer, it's going to work great as well. Next, you have the transparent faceplate. Now, this transparent faceplate is by far the most flat sound signature that I've heard in a while. So it completely takes away the bass response and it just gives you the mids and highs, and that too without any added layer of sharpness or clarity. So it is very, very pure, and it's again going to be very useful if you are post-processing, you're working with vocals, and something that deals in the mid to high frequencies. That is where the transparent faceplate is going to be useful. For listening to music, watching movies, it's absolutely a no-no because it's not going to be immersive. Then we have the red faceplate, which is the pop faceplate. Now this is what is meant for the usual listeners, where it gives you the most immersive sound experience, where the low end, the mid frequencies are full, the highs are sparkly and nice, and that is what is going to give you the best experience. At least that is what I enjoyed the most. So when I give you my review, I'm going to base it off the red or pop faceplate, which gives us the most or the full spectrum of the sound, the most immersive one. So it's going to be based on that. Okay, so now with all that out of the way, let's talk about the main criteria, which is the audio quality. Now, you know, if you're an existing viewer, that I judge in-ear monitors based on how they produce the three main frequencies that broadly make up any sound that you hear: the highs, the mids, and the lows. The highs, or the treble, where the really sharp sounding instruments are, the mids, where the vocals are, and the low end, or the bass response. Okay, starting off with the high frequencies or the treble response. Now, using this faceplate, the treble response was very, very rich. It was beautifully rendering the technicalities and the nuances, and you could make out the subtle differences in those higher frequencies. The spacing between instruments was great. There was no sibilance. The fall off or the decay was very smooth, and overall it had so much of richness but sounded very, very natural, organic, and it was immersive, packing in so much clarity. So you get all the details, you get the full spectrum in that high and ultra high frequency without going overboard. So the highs get a 5 on 5. Next up, we have the mid frequencies where the vocals are. Again, vocals sounded very organic, maintained the natural warmth and tonality, which makes it sound natural. It was very immersive. Male vocals sounded very authentic. Female vocals sounded pristine, and it was clean as well. And the richness that the vocals rendered was done beautifully. Spacing between instruments, even in the mid frequencies, the separation from instruments and vocals was very nice, and the strokes of guitars were done with such flair. It sounded organic but immersive. Again, it didn't sound artificially sharpened where it sounds hollow. There was ample depth in the vocals. There was ample warmth in the strokes of guitars, and the separation was great. So again, mid frequencies also get a 5 on 5. And finally, we get to the low end or the bass response. Now, with the red faceplate, the bass response is totally covered. It gives you the rumble of the sub lows as well as the slam of the mid bass whenever it is necessary. Whenever the track is going to ask for that, it's going to deliver. The bass is rounded, it is undistorted at all volumes, and it doesn't eat or creep into the mid frequencies or eat up the highs. So each of these frequencies maintain their separate track, and it was one of the most immersive, rich, enjoyable experiences that I've had in a while. And the NE4 Revolution with the red faceplate has done a tremendous job and totally gets a 5 on 5. Now, for my gamers out there, I've got you covered. The NE4 Evolution also has a very good and wide soundstage. So gamers, you're going to be covered because you can clearly make out where footsteps are coming from, where the gunshot was fired, and the low end, even if it's powerful, it doesn't creep into or eat up the mids and highs. So even with explosions, you can clearly make out where footsteps and voices are coming from. I'm not a gamer, but because these things matter, so if you're worried about that, NE4 Evolution covers that as well. So there you have it, guys. That was my in-depth and honest review. If you have any other questions regarding this, do hit me up in the comment section below. I'll try my best to answer them. As always, the link to this will be given in the description below. Please check it out from there. It'll mean a lot to me and you can help support this channel. And yes, that's about it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.